I am a mess, and it was a long day, but the stream it's going. And we have, like, stream stuff to talk about. But while I'm kind of getting set up here, because I am running late, because what a day, and what a week, and what an everything. Oof. Yeah, well, everyone's still kind of coming in this week, you guys. So I had this great idea, like a month ago, that I was going to take a week off from work, and I was going to catch up on some of the house stuff, and I was going to take some time to kind of relax and do a little bit of streaming, because it's been kind of go, 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 go ever since I moved here. There's my voice again. Ever since I moved here in November. If you don't know, in November I moved to South Carolina from Minnesota. Minnesota, yeah, you betcha. So yeah, so I moved in November. I work in retail management. So pretty much everything has just been boom, 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 boom ever since. And I thought, okay, great, like I'm gonna take this week off. I'm gonna stream, like I said, I'm gonna do house stuff. And I immediately got a killer death monster sinus throat chest cold. My voice is probably still a little bit wonky, and that may or may not affect how long we run for tonight, because honestly, like, I'm still kind of coffee. I had like a sinus headache for 3.5, maybe 3.5 days straight. So yeah, that whole, I'm gonna take a week off and get stuff done and stream, that didn't happen. But I am alive, I'm getting there. I did Beyond the Veil on Thursday night, and we're gonna stream a little bit for you tonight. I'm just gonna collect this stuff while I'm talking. We're probably just gonna run missions out in Transylvania tonight, just because I kind of feel like it. And I'll get these guys going on some different missions. It is a double agent experience weekend right now, so this is an excellent time to try to get your agents boosted up in their levels. The stream stuff I was talking about is, for one, you might notice behind me there is no longer a room full of stuff. That is one of the things that we, because Nash helped me out, that we have managed to accomplish this week. Oops. Liam's out. Alright, that's fine. We're just sending you guys on stuff. If you get knocked out, then I'm very sorry. But we're just gonna keep sending you. So yeah, we have a green screen going in the background right now, which makes me very, very happy. That's something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I never quite got around to it. I've always been like, I'm very well aware, like, you gotta get the lighting right, you gotta get, you know, everything working right, and also, in Nash's studio, he's basically just got one of the back walls completely green screened, because he can do that in that room. The way this room is set up, I can't do it that way, so we had to... It actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. We've just got it, like, hanging back there behind me, and it is working just fine so far. I'm a very happy Griff. Totally prepared to stream, totally awake and feeling awesome. I could probably just teleport out to Transylvania. Yes, I could. Get the loading screen out of the way. So we've got that going on, which is awesome. If anybody didn't know, I did, like, right before I got super sick and then didn't stream for like a week. You guys finally helped me get affiliate status, which is awesome, and I really do thank you so much. Because that was also another goal of mine for a very long time. Other than the green screen, I'm pointing the wrong way. You can see over there, I had a couple people ask me last time I streamed why I didn't have one of the little bit cheer jars. I'm gonna try streaming with it. Thank you. Hi Raritor, hi cutie puppy. So yeah, basically I put that over there because some people asked about it. When I give people bits, I do think it's fun to have that little thing in the corner, but we'll play around with it for a few streams. I'll get some feedback. Normally I don't like to kind of clutter up the screen, but we'll try it out because people asked. I have also I have enabled some of the stream event kind of notices. They'll be up in the upper center of the screen for like follows and that sort of thing. again, like, if anybody watches this and is like, dear God, Griff, why did you do that? You know, give me the feedback. I put it up there because people asked, and I went, sure, if that'll be fun for you, then I'll enable that. But if I get a whole lot more people being like, oh God, no, then I can always take it back off the stream. And Raritor in there with the Grady emote. We have one final piece of stream information before I do like real gameplay. Speaking of, Grady just walked in the room. Hi, Grady. I got my first emote for the channel approved. I'm gonna put it in chat because it's a Loki boy. It's a Loki boy. There were a few people asking over in Nash's chat, like how to get the Loki emote, and I just, again, really quick, I know we gotta get going here. The thing is, Nash and I are both Twitch affiliates. So what that means is we both only get one emote per sub level. So until one of us is partnered, and it will probably be him before it's me, just he's got more time to stream, obviously. Until one of us is partnered, we've just kind of split up the pets like that. Because otherwise, he would have had to put Loki at his $10 sub level. And at that point, like, believe me, I understand not everybody has money to sub at all. Just little PSA here. I sub to Nash with my free, like, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime thing. But because of all of that stuff, it would have been either like sub to Nash for $10 and get both pets, or sub to both of us for $5 each and get both pets. And this way, if nothing else, I am totally happy just to have a Loki emote out there in the wild. Pleases me very much. So nobody should feel obligated to sub to both of us, but if you were kind of confused why we kind of did it that way, that's what we got when we're both affiliates for right now. Yes, that is a Loki. Man, I was hoping my voice was going to be better tonight. This is what happens when you're sick for a week. And when you spend all day cleaning out a shed full of Fallout horrors. For anybody who does not follow Nash and myself on social media, we got to clean out a Fallout shed today. Oh, whose missions do I want to run? We can do some Anastasia stuff. I haven't been out in Transylvania for a while. How's everybody else doing tonight? I know I had, like, an insane amount of announcements and information at the beginning there. Hopefully everybody else is not fighting obnoxious colds. That makes it a pain in the butt to stream. I just ran the opposite way I wanted to run. Let's say another jump there. Bit of calm day, that's good. Yes, abstruse green screen! Like, functioning green screen. I am floating in space just like I have always wanted. There we go. I like her. And I like her wagon. Her wagon is a lot nicer than our shed. This makes sense. Trust me. He has a very, very nice wagon. Oh, yeah. Forget what mission you have. Oh, you have the Paduri mission. That's alright, we can do that. It'll be fun. It'll be great.
Goddess almighty! You scared me half to death. Oh, shut up. You know I have good reason to be worried with what's out there. The forest is a dangerous place for humans. It was one of the last refuges of the Fae folk. When the human world wanted no more of them, they came here to be left alone. But the vampires don't respect the truce between the fairies and the outside world, and it's caused no end of trouble. The weaker ones are hunted and killed by the Vampire Queen's footmen. The stronger ones? The stronger ones, they're the ones who concern me. Instead of simply striking back at the vampires, they're killing. Indiscriminately. The Fata Paduri. They are many, and they are mad. Mamu Paduri was always a bit mad, mind you. But she kept to her part of the forest. Now... Goddess, be kind! You can't just run off like that to fight her and her brood. It's their forest, and she's tricksy. The music attracts Mamu Paduri. It's her weakness, and it'll draw her out of her lair. Try to understand. She's like a wild animal that's been hurt. She's not accountable for her actions. That doesn't excuse it, but... Please try to understand what it is made her this way. Before you put a stop to her.
He has a very nice wagon friend. Forget. Yeah, you can ask her about it too.
The only, person I talk to regularly is my wagon. Well, to call him mine would be a gross exaggeration. He's his own... man. Life as his partner can be a bit lonely at times. After all, a single woman living alone in the woods, engaged in conversations with a wagon. Let's just say it's been a while since I had a date. But while it may get a bit lonely, it's never boring. You should hear some of his stories. With everything I've seen, he still manages to surprise me.
I have always wanted more missions about this wagon. I have always wanted to know more about this wagon and about his, apparently his relationship with Anastasia here. And you can see the wagon like breathing. If you're just hanging out in world. I forget if we ever figured out on the old lore forums if the wagon, because usually a lot of the stuff in the Secret World will relate to real life folklore and mythology and stuff. I forget if we ever figured out if this wagon, like, specifically relates to something or not. But he's cool. Let's go to the actual mission we're on. We need the music box. Monster House Flood OG, apparently.
Updated.
I don't know, I'm just glad we're done with the Fallout shed. We've got 3 sheds. I mean, if anyone's curious, I think we hit the worst of them today. There's one shed that has a lot of stuff in it, but it's...
and Dracula were married before she was turned. What happened?
Sorry, I was listening to her.
Oh, you're such a hopeless romantic. There must be so much more than
Should
that.
be you.
I'm sure it was a great love, but I can't
I might
believe
have-
she was turned for no reason.
There
Someone
we
must have
go.
used her to get to him.
We have captured the music of the Sighing Forest Fairy, and usually that used to make them angry. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, but yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted there. We have 3 sheds. So there's one that's mostly just like books and old computer stuff.
Local
There's
bounty
another one with a
detected.
little bit more kind of
Initiating.
randomness in it, but I don't think either of the other 2 are going to be as bad as that one that we tackled today. I mean, I'm hoping. I need an enslaved horse spirit. Am I forgetting that? Yes, I do need to get that from one of these Paduri. Preferably without dying. No, see, I need you to... There we go. I temporarily forgot how to kill the Paduri in this version of the game, because in the Secret World, in the original version of the game, in the Secret World, you had to basically stun the big guys to get them to separate from these things before you could kill them. You had to use some specific attacks so that you could get them parted from each other before you could actually kill them. It's not so much of an issue here. And we have Pretty North. I like Pretty North. Yeah. Yes, Loki and Grady are happy here, and honestly, I like the house. there's just a lot of work that we need to get done. Like, I like the house, I like the area we're in, I very much do. Just a lot to do. You can try and teach yourself game programming. Yeah, there you go. Make a Fallout mod with an RDA radio station and the Fallout house in the game. Abstruse, you know? I kinda couldn't blame you for that. Oh, I'm forgetting to capture things. I'm killing the things, but I'm forgetting to capture the spirits that I need. That's no good. That isn't gonna help. Farm these things until you have to leave so much just for the bestiary stuff. I'm not using hostile abilities on myself. I'm trying to claim these things. Interrupt me. No, you still have to kill sprites first. It's just not quite as much of a pain in the butt. There we go. Yes, Rurder. RDA and Fallout, a man's quest to scream fuck its stupidity beyond sanity and save radiation levels. That sounds about right. We've got dog meat. We got my Loki boy. We got dog meat. We even got a brand new, you know, kitty companion for everybody who wanted a cat companion. I wonder if I have to... The weirdness of knowing exactly how to run a mission in an old version of the game and then not exactly remembering it in the new version. That's okay, we're getting there. Gotta see if I can scoot a little bit without messing up the green screen. Okay, there we go. My tangle of wires. Oh, Abstruse! Oh, thank you! Did the notification actually come up there like it was supposed to? Because I was trying not to die. Thank you, Abstruse. And congrats on Loki emote. Very much Loki emote hype. Every Loki emote hype. He says thank you too. He's kind of passed out in the middle of the floor because he spent a very exciting day barking at us. But, you know. Shrieking at us, yes. That was not barking. Nash is correcting me. Loki was shrieking at us. He was shrieking at us because, for the record, we did have him outside with us while we were cleaning the shed, but I had him on a tie-out, so he wasn't nosing into 40-year-old preserves and bits of rusty metal. Because that's... And battery acid. Because it's... just a bag of battery acid, yep. Yeah, that seemed like a thing my dog should not be sniffing around. So, like, we had him out there with us, but he was on the tie-out, which meant he was with us, but he couldn't be, like, right next to us. So he was yelling and shrieking and crying. You were? Only the chat thing? Okay. There's supposed to be, like, a new thing up there that should actually show if that happens, but I wasn't watching, so I didn't see if I actually did it. You saw it? Okay, good. Yeah, like I said, I was trying not to make it like a huge obnoxious thing, just something on there, because I think that's a lot of fun. Hey, Loki! You know, in game right now, I am capturing notes from shrilling forest sprites. Would you like to help? Because you're kind of being shrill. A little bit. Apparently he wants to say hi. Do you want to come into the blackness of space to say hi? Say hi to Abstruse. Say hi to Gamer's Tavern. Loki says hi. Loki says hi. There you go. Okay, apparently that's actually what he wanted. I'm dropping things. He wanted to say hi to you personally. Yeah, there should be, like, somewhere right around here, in theory, there should now be, like, just a little bit of a text alert. If anybody, like, subs or follows or throws bits, but this is also my first stream testing that out live. It worked testing. I don't know if it works in real life. I love seeing the Loki emote. Every Loki emote. Okay, I will game again in a second, but I will join the Loki party. Because I think it's important to have Loki parties. Okay, we need the shrilling. Are we shrilling? Nope, we've got keening and we've got clamoring. We do not have the shrilling. We'll find them. We'll get this. Yes, Loki is very helpful. Right now, he is trying to help by trying to shove one of his balls at me, so I can throw it for him, because he does not understand game stream. He does not understand me talking, and it's not to him. Shrilling Forest Sprites. We should be in the right area. I am just not having luck finding the right ones. Are you shrilling? No, you are clamoring and shrilling. I wonder if they're the ones who need the different fury for. We'll investigate. I also love these enemies, I really do. Just the design of them. Loki! Loki, I gaming! But I gaming the Loki. I'm talking to people. I'm gaming and I'm talking to the people. Ooh, shrilling. Can I steal your soul? Can I steal your notes? Come here. I'm gonna have to hit it again. Stop interrupting me. There we go. We got one. We're getting there. He is a good boy. He's a loud boy, and he's a silly boy, but he is a good boy. He just wants to help. That was just a killing things mission. Are you shrilling? Ooh, we have another shrilling one. Oop, don't kill it! Don't kill it! I think I killed it before I could collect it. Oops. That's fine. I'll find another one. It's okay. And not shrilling. There's so much. Honestly, like, I am, as per usual, I'm a little OP for the area, but these are so much easier to kill now than they used to be. Like I said, you used to, the little sprites, you used to have to, I can't think what it was actually called in TSW because I'm kind of derp, but basically you had to stagger them so they couldn't move, and then you had to kite the actual Paduri away from them to break contact, and then you could kill them. It was actually, like, I thought it was a very neat mechanic, but a lot of people were not fans. It was kind of awkward. Ooh, okay, you're shrilling, and I'm not going to kill you before I collect your voice. I'm also going to try not to die. Can I collect you yet? Can I collect you? Can I collect you? Can I collect you? I'm just going to keep hitting the button until I can collect you. I need your voice. But I need your voice, though. But I need your voice. But I need your voice. Give me your voice. I'm gonna die trying to get your voice because I picked on a really, really big Paduri. Try that loud. Okay, I'll try killing that one. I would rather not die. I'm trying to collect your voice. Is all. Not gonna let me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Well, and now it's dead. Alright, next time I won't go for the old growth. Because that was maybe a mistake. That was maybe not the best plan. I just need one more voice. I also accidentally hit the wrong button, so now I'm wearing my hard hat. That's not the button I wanted to hit. Oh, well, I'll just make everything angry at me then. That's fine. I just need both of you angry. Hi, Mops. Yes. I am. I am live, and we have the green screen going, and we have the Loki emote live. It is, other than the shed of doom, it is a good day. I mostly have my voice back. Mostly. I was a little froggy earlier, and we'll see how long this lasts, but I'm mostly have my voice. I just need one more of the trolling ones, and then we can actually continue the mission. That actually lets me collect it. This might be the first time I was actually annoyed by the tab targeting in this game, because the lack of tab targeting, because I got used to it pretty quickly. The original Secret World was, you know, very normal MMO tab targeting. This one is reticule? Reticule? I've heard both. But yeah, that's what it's based on. It took a little bit getting used to, but I haven't had that many issues with it. But trying to focus on the little sprites while not dying is kind of being a pain. Can I collect you? I just need to collect you. I just need to collect your voice. I do though. I hit the button. I hit the button, I collect you. This worked on all of your other friends. I'm getting interrupted too because I keep getting hit. Because I'm not cooperating for me. There we go. I was possibly moving too much. Because I was also trying to not die while I was collecting voices of sprites. There we go. I did, Mops. I did. I got the link you sent me. That is why there should now be... We should have the little Cheerbits jar in the corner here. In theory, there should be, like, follower, subscriber type alerts up kind of in the center of the screen. We don't know for sure if those are working yet or not. They worked when I tested them, but I don't know if they're working live on stream. Hi, Koba! Oh, hi, Dalton! Hello! Hello, everybody! I'm live! Oh, Mops, you're on your phone? Yeah, that's always kind of a pain. But thank you for coming in. Oh, Greedy Hype! Hello, Greedy Hype! Okay, well, you know, that means I have to... I got to... Oh, give me... There we go. I gotta join in the Grady Hype, and I gotta add some Loki Hype, too. That's how that works. Grady Loki hype! Oh, you just got over a cold too? Yeah. Yeah. Apparently it's just been that week. It certainly has been for me. Actually, a bunch of my friends back home in Minnesota have said that they had like a really, really bad stomach bug. So, I mean, I guess I'll take my sinus garbage over that. So, lure out. This is one of my favorite areas in game, by the way. Because it's just... it's so weird. And it's just kind of here. And I love it. But we were supposed to be on a mission. We were supposed to be luring somebody out here. That's not what I wanted. Yes, it is. Oh, they are working good. Good, good, good. Thank you. We have a big friend that we have to lure out. Not happy. He's not happy we were trying to kill her. And I mean, you know, I can sympathize. I would not be happy either if somebody played my favorite song just to get me interested and then proceeded to try to kill me. That would make me kind of upset. Yeah, I have to keep killing the sprites because the different sprites will do different things. They'll cast a barrier on them or they'll heal them. I forget what other option there is, but sprites are not our friends here. They're her friend, which is fair, but they're not our friends. There we go. Oh, and once again, one of those missions that I've done in TSW, but apparently I have not done in Secret World Legends yet. So we just got another random you did the mission achieve. What do we have? Fun fact, when I started out doing fieldwork, we summoned an archdemon using a Beastie Boys album. If the moral majority had known how much they got right, we'd be living in a theocracy. Unfortunately for my friend Hannah, the bindings we put on our boombox did not hold up as well as the ones on that music box. Live and learn, or in Hannah's case, live and die. Good riddance on the Mama Duri, Doa, another resident of Fairy Realm sacrifice at the altar of modernity. Modernity. Modernness. Seriously, evolve or move out of the way. She was causing problems. Now she's not. QED. That's from Kirsten. I think I already have the Trippy Wisp. I feel like I got that in TSW. Yeah, I think that was one of the pets that transferred. I think we did not get agents. No, we didn't. Yes, Mops. So if I look at Streamlabs OBS window... Okay, I'm actually not using Streamlabs OBS right now. I already had to adjust things for the green screen and the new lighting, and I'm gonna have a new headset and all of that, so I just went through Streamlabs itself and I just added like the browser whatever for now. But when I do have time to look closer at Streamlabs OBS, there's a tab marked library I should look at, huh? Oh, good! Good, Koba. I like D&D streams. I used to be part of a Pathfinder game, and we live streamed that. It was a lot of fun. We really only had the one mission. Yeah, we could probably do some of yours. I don't think I've done yours on this character yet. You do it over Roll20? Yeah. I forget what we used. I probably still have the program somewhere, but... yeah, I haven't done any of her missions yet either. And on this character, in this version of the game, I have not done any of her missions yet. The forest is infested by the filth. All who travel it, supernatural or not, are in danger of being consumed by its corruption. Especially upset about the fungal filth crawling across the old woods and want it cleared no matter the cost. The Wild Hunt. Okay. I'm getting better about remembering to unmute myself after cutscenes. Yeah, I don't think... We didn't use video chat either. The video we used was from... I forget what program we used, but we had one of those programs that you can put the map up and you all have tokens. We tried one, and then we wound up going with a different one, and I don't remember which is which anymore. But that's... Yeah, we didn't do video screen... video screen. we didn't do webcam for the Pathfinder game, just the voice and then the actual D&D program on screen. Yeah, it might have been Roll20. It might have been, because that sounds familiar. What are we doing? We are picking up some wooden spikes. That always ends well in this game. And we are having another collect the corpses mission. This collecting corpses is awesome. Yeah, Transylvania is kind of neat. A lot of the areas have... Because like Solomon Island and all that, they kind of went with more kind of Lovecraftian things and kind of Stephen King type things. And then when you go to Egypt, they went with a lot of, you know, more that sort of thing. Transylvania is... There are vampires. Not... Most of them not what you would think of as being vampires. They're, kind of Soviet super vampires. Because reasons. But there's also a lot of, like, fairy tale creatures in Transylvania, and I've always found the area kind of neat for that. It's one of the relatively few areas in game where you can run across supernatural creatures that are not necessarily horrible and awful in trying to kill you. We should, after I run this, we should visit the inn, because we should run some of the stuff over by the forest god, because he's awesome. This poison was horrible for me. Well, I shouldn't say horrible. It took some effort to get around it more when I was playing this in TSW, because the poison they sent affected you more if you used, is it corruption? Is that what we called it in TSW? Basically, if you shot dots at them, then you got worse dots from the poison. Or maybe it wasn't from the poison, it might have been automatic. Like, it's getting to be a while since I played the original, but the point is, I had my build entirely built around dots, and that was kind of a pain in the butt in Transylvania. And I mean, they did it that way to keep people changing up their builds. Like, that's fine. Okay, so I need more fungal cedars is what I need. Okay, we can do that. We can do the thing. Yes, fungus everywhere. Everywhere. So much fungus. Are you a cedar? You're a cedar. There's some electrified fungus in some areas here too. That's always fun. Character models in this game. But yeah, there's also like electrified fungus and giant walking fungus. It, you know, it happens. Always clean out your fridges every once in a while, because you don't want one of these to grow. There we go. Ooh, pain man. Welcome to Gardening with Griffin. Today we're gonna do some weeding. Yes! Yes we are. We're gonna take a look at the fungus overgrowth in your garden and how to best deal with it. Fungal chitters and spore pods. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. See how many things we can accidentally aggro at once, but oops. Spore pod was not happy with me destroying it. I can't imagine why. Funny enough, both in the Secret World and in Secret World Legends, it took me a while to really finish exploring Transylvania. Because in both games... Oop, let's kill you first. In both games, right when Kaiden was opening up, right when we could finally get to Tokyo, was also when I was only like partway through Transylvania. So I kind of sped through the Transylvania missions so I could hurry up and get to Kaiden. And I didn't do it on purpose in this version of the game too, but it kind of happened again. So there's a lot more like lore and stuff lying around here that I haven't picked up on this character because I was busy trying to hurry up and get to Kaiden. And Season 2 is coming soon! We're going to South Africa on the 4th. We're gonna investigate us some morning light. Ooh! Yeah, giant fungus. I just made everything angry. Everything is mad at me now. Everything is so mad. There is much bigger fungus in other places too. So much fungus. So much fungus. Okay, I'm gonna cleanse quick. That seems like a smart plan. Yeah, mason jars are not going to keep your shit from coming alive and eating your face eternally. Like, I was gonna tweet that earlier, but like, not everybody following the excitement of Manish's and my Fallout house plays Secret World. But some of that stuff in the mason jars today, I'm pretty sure was actually filth. I'm pretty sure it was black, oily, I will speak to you in your nightmares filth. It's out by the curb now, and if I hear weird voices tonight, like, it's the same thing as with that freezer. If I hear weird voices tonight and then you guys don't hear from me again, like, it's because we had actual, like, not something filthy in the house, but the actual filth in this house. Well, in the shed. Fungal becoming, spore growth. Okay. We're still killing and collecting fungus. You know, it's not all that different from what I was doing during the day today. I am so terrified about those mason jars, because they were... I mean, none of them had actually, like, broken open. But the stuff inside was obviously not preserved anymore. And it was just black and dark and evil looking and just no. And the tops are all rusty too. I don't know, maybe I should have gotten pictures. I decided against it, but maybe I should have gotten pictures just in case anybody was really that curious about it so I could show them. Slimes are immune to piercing damage? Yeah. Yeah. There's a side mission I might be able to do quick. What's my side mission here? Collect samples of the fungus. Okay, that's just kind of a pick up and deliver. Most of the side missions, if y'all didn't already know, most of the side missions in Secret World, Secret World Legends, they're either specifically... They're usually in place partly to give you like a little bit of extra lore about the area, but they're also specifically placed like out in the middle of a mission. So then you pick up the side mission and it shows you, oh, here's another mission giver over here. Or, oh, you follow this along and then you find this other mission. They tend to do more of a, like, keeping you out in the world doing different things than necessarily the more normal MMO, like, you go to the city, you pick up all the missions you do, then you come back. I mean, there's a few like that, and I kind of play the game like that now because I've run so much of the stuff already. But playing it through, like, the first time as intended, it's much more of, like, an organic, exploring, mission chain to neat thing to mission chain to side mission kind of experience. Internet advice, you always should have pics or it didn't happen. Oh, you missed the Shin from Hell? Mops, do you remember the Fallout porch? Because it was kind of like that. Also, so many cans of 40-year-old, like, preserves. I don't think you're the one I'm supposed to be killing. I think you're just a dude out here. You're just a poor fungus dude, not part of my mission, that I decided to kill because you're here. I am sorry, fungus. Not a big fan of fungus and moldy things right now. Where's the world boss I haven't gotten yet? And I got more lore! Yay! And I got spore growth! Yay! Oh, that was one of the things I needed to kill. Okay. Oh, that's alright then. It is! The house is Fallout IRL. And Mops, if you don't want to go through like Nash's and my timeline on Twitter, I posted a bunch of the pictures over on Facebook right before I went live. So you can kind of get an idea of what we're talking about. I think I posted everything that he and I posted on Twitter today. I think. Yeah, further proof of Fallout. Further proof that we live in Fallout. It's great. I mean, some of the stuff is very cool. If you guys saw the picture of that TV, Nash was telling me that his dad actually built that from a kit. But that is a TV that his dad built. Where'd my spore growth go? Oh, did it go away because I took too long killing him? Damn. And I stepped in filth. Okay, well that's fine. Find another one. Because I think I was too slow to pick up the spore growth. Let's try you. I don't aggro two things at once. That kinda, usually that helps. Sweet, there's a spore growth. Get it, come on, get it. I had a food delivery. Thank you. I gifted Nash with the present of grilled cheese in the middle of his stream the other day, and he has now gifted me with scrambled eggs. Which means in a little bit, I'm going to turn off camera, as much as we are all enjoying the brand new exciting green screen. Because then you will not have to watch me eat, but we can still kind of keep derping around. Impale fungal creatures. This is another thing where we're impaling bodies to piss other things off. Because that is a thing we do sometimes in this game. Oh, thanks, Herder! Is that impale creatures? Oh, we weren't trying to get something else out here. That mission is just done. That's alright. Nice rack, Lord of the Flies. I love it when you go native. Nothing like a bit of the old ultra-violence to put the fear of the all-seeing eye into our foes. God, Kirsten. Kirsten, you're terrible. I love you. I love you, Kirsten. But you're terrible. That didn't do anything. That mission's way over there. Okay, that's still kind of the way I want to go. Her other mission is an investigative mission, which I usually try not to do on screen. There's some of the coolest missions in game, in my opinion. But they're so much more fun to play through yourself. Like, you don't get the same effect from watching somebody else looking up stuff and figuring out the puzzles as you do doing it yourself. I'll do some of them, but I try not to do too many. Yeah, her other one is investigation. Where's somebody else? We're not doing Cost of Magic. I will never do Cost of Magic. I shouldn't say never. I will probably never do Cost of Magic on game, because, or on stream. Because no. Again, anybody unfamiliar with the game? Cost of Magic is kind of this infamous thing in this game, because part of it is a sabotage mission, part of it is stealth, which, seriously, like any MMO, is not optimized for stealth gameplay. I really don't think TSW is alone in this. But there's a lot of stealth, and there's a lot of jumping puzzles, which again, MMOs are not really, yeah, Cost of Magic is kind of infamous. So like, maybe if I'm in an incredibly good mood someday, we'll play it and you can watch me die a lot. But and there's players who have no trouble with it. Yes, literary references because reasons. Oh, thank you, Bobs. Thank you for hanging out. No, it is always about bees. The bees, excuse me, the bees will never be replaced with flies. We were gonna see the forest god. But I think that's back in besieged farmlands. Okay. I am gonna... Where's my thing? Okay, webcam's off for a minute. And I forgot to do this so that the music stays even when I'm clicked somewhere else. Yes, the Cost of Magic is anger, frustration, and rage quitting. Like I said, we have some players who have no trouble at all. And we've got players who will do it on horses, and we've got players who will do it on skateboards, and they're just fine. And then there's the rest of us. But yeah, we'll run out to besieged farmlands here quick. Because I shove eggs in my mouth during the loading screen. Because, yeah, Forest God is such a neat character. And I think, yeah, his mission is action. Sophie's is another investigation. But his mission... Yeah. So yeah, you come out to this bar. Come out to this lovely tavern in Transylvania, and there's a forest god just hanging out. Like you do.
What's the matter, sweet?
Another of my limbs ravaged, amputated. They are savage butchers, the vampires, and they have no care for this earth. They only want to see it destroyed. For what purpose? What will be left for them to rule over? Ashes.
It's been like this since the Dark Crusade began. For all of us. But for them in particular. The forest folk feel the intrusion and the destruction like it's part of them being torn off. I don't think they act with any thought, the Strigoi. They don't have a vision for a world after their war. They only want to feed on us until there's nothing left.
Then let them try. They will find no nourishment in my veins, only pain and death. Every part of me is the opposite of them, and I am poison to their kind. The forest is my body. The trees my arms, twigs and branches my fingers. Through them I touch the earth, the air and the water, and I read them as a bat reads the night. The vampires, they're tearing away my senses one by one. But they can still be restored. Regrown, and through them I can see past the scorched earth and bring the battle to our enemy.
He's talking about protecting magic trees.
Your command of language never ceases to amaze me, Lady Sophie.
That's why we're such a good team, sweet.
The Lady Sophie called me Cern in jest, but I do not have a name. I am Cernunnos and Faunus, the Horned God and the Green Man. I am the Sorcerer, and I am neither of them. I am simply of the forest, and I am the forest. Without the forest and the people in it, of course, I am nothing. So I spend my days here, drowning my sorrows and my memories, while our lands are ravaged by abominations. Where will I go? What will I do if the forest vanishes? Will I vanish with it, or be left to wander the bleak lands in disguise for another 1,000 years? Shamed by my failure to save my people. The Lady Sophie came to my forest when she was a child, uninvited. She stepped into places protected by law, and she was in danger. But I came to her and I offered her my protection. Only after did I realize that she did not need it. She belonged there by law, in the forest. I do not think she believes it herself, though I try to tell her that she is different. She's not only human. She has other blood in her, stranger and older blood, of tribes that have left these earthly forests for other places, far away. Gods themselves of sorts. What you may call fairies, yes, but not the ones you meet today, the ones who are able to blend in with humans. They were taller and fairer, the ones who walked here ages ago. There are few left. Like all of us, eventually they move on.
CERN is a god. Not God. He's been very clear on that. He says, I did not make this world, don't blame it on me, I only live in it. He's a god, one of many. He's a god of the forest, which, if you're going to be a god of something, it's a pretty good thing to be a god of. I've known CERN since I was 4 years old. I ran away from home when my father was drinking. He was a good man, only not so much when he was drinking, and I walked all by myself into the deep forest. It was raining and quite cold, and it was getting dark. I found a dry spot under the roots of a big tree because I didn't know the way back and was too scared and tired to walk. When he came to me, I wasn't frightened. He spoke softly to me, took my hand, and led me back out. When we could see the lights of the village, he let go of my hand. After this, I would see him often. He would stand at the edge of the forest, and I would come to him, and we would talk. When this war began, he was forced to leave his forest. He came to me, said his people were being hunted down, and I said to him, CERN, the best thing you can do right now is come to us. Help us fight. He did this because he cares for me. He wants to protect me. But it's us who must protect them now. They're all lost without us, I think, the people of the forest.
That was actually kind of perfect timing for me to eat because there's a lot of little side things like that in the game that I love, but this is one of the stories I love a lot. There's another mission intro you go through. I saw in chat talking about how she's so cute with her dear boyfriend. She is, except I think it's the mission she has. I should turn my camera back on because I shoved my food down my throat. There we go. I think it's the intro to her other mission where she says something about how, well, here, we can watch it. We don't have to run the investigation mission, but we can watch it quick, and then we can go back to this one and actually run the action one instead of the investigation one. If I hit the right buttons. Hitting the right buttons helps!
You should perhaps ingest some of your own brew to make the mind pictures fade.
But I'm working, sweet. I can't drink at work. It'll pass. It always does. Sorry, I didn't see you. Was just taking a break. I'm sensitive to pain. Not my own, other people's pain. People I know and those people I don't know too, but at least only people. The Strigoi, the bloodsuckers, vampires. I don't empathize with them. Their pain does nothing to me. Them
Who was it this time? Who fell? Every day another falls. So many have succumbed to the vampires and to other darker things deep in our old forest. There is no safe place for any of us any longer. Not even from humans who ought to know the law.
First few days, I could barely stand up. There was death everywhere. People I've known my whole life. Villagers, farmers, my own family.
They are at rest now, Sophie. In the woods on the other side. There they run with the deer through the glades and soar with the birds into the clear blue sky.
Not everyone. Not all of them. Some deaths are incomplete. Some dead are restless and they rummage in my head, like they're looking for something, pulling open drawers and closets. I feel them knocking about. There was much that happened down there, on the farms, when the vampires came. Horrible, horrible things. Death isn't the worst thing someone can do to you. Make sure you watch out for the dead as well as the undead when you're out there. The dead that walk are bothersome, but the dead that don't, they have stories to tell, and we need to listen.
Okay, I guess that wasn't the cutscene I thought it was. It might be like a mission turn-in cutscene, or I've forgotten where it is. But there's some dialogue somewhere between two of them where she's actually talking about how she's been trying to online date. So I am sorry to break everyone's hearts, but no, they're not actually dating. But it's so sad. Like, I forget if it's directly implied or if I just assume it because I've read enough fantasy, I've read enough sci-fi. Like, my assumption is he is in fact a god. He is not going to date somebody who is mostly mortal because that would be a bad plan. But you can tell they care about each other so much. And, like, he's trying so hard to be supportive of her, like, trying to online date. But you can tell it's just making him even more sad. Was that Laura Bailey? I am not sure. TSW actually has a lot of excellent voice actors, and I can't always keep track of them. What's the dude in Kingsmouth? There's a Star Trek actor who does some voiceover for somebody out in Kingsmouth, and there's actually a Star Trek joke in his dialogue, which is kind of fabulous. No, they got some really good voice acting in this game. Now it doesn't know which one I'm working on. We're gonna do the action mission, though. And hello, Dom. You missed a bunch of story stuff and really neat lore stuff, but she is incredibly adorable with her dear platonic life partner. But that's what I was talking about with Transylvania, because in most of the places you go in this game, anything supernatural is trying to kill you or trying to eat you, and this is one of the very few places in game where you meet some supernatural, non-human folks that are just they're the good guys. They're just trying to live their lives and not watch their friends get killed, and it's kind of neat. What am I doing? I am examining the Great Tree. In the Great Tree. If you forgot, since I did the other mission cutscene in the middle, the forest god was talking to us about how his limbs are being severed, how the parts of the forest that he relies on and that the other forest and fairy creature rely on are being killed and being silenced, and we were supposed to be originally on a mission to help fix this. Yes, Tuvok. The Orochiite. Yes, I can never think of the actor's name, but it was the guy who played Tuvok. And he is one of the voice actors in the first area of the game in Kingsmouth. And I think it's actually a red shirt joke even. It's clever. It makes me laugh. Thank you. It bugged me that I could not think of the name. I couldn't even think of the character name. Polluted Valley. We need to go to the polluted valley. Can I run there from here? There should be a way to get through the... not get stuck on a tree and get through the wall. There we go. Yeah, there's also a lot of... there's a lot of ghouls in Transylvania too. There's vampires, there's ghouls, there's ginormous killer fungus, as we've already seen. Purify the toxic ground by planting acorns. We can do that. I'm sorry, I turned around. You couldn't see. The acorns are pretty magic. I think the Lorax would approve. Pretty sure the Lorax would approve. Grady says hi. Grady is sniffing at Loki's toy that he left in the room. Oh, talking about the green screen earlier also. So we set up the green screen so I can take it down. Again, because of space issues in the house, and so the animals don't tear it down. But so far, Grady has not been trying to climb the green screen. What he's been doing is playing hide and seek. He goes around behind the green screen, and he cries. And then if I move the green screen to say hi to him, he looks really scared, like, oh no, where did you come from? And sometimes he runs off. Sometimes he just sits there giving me that look until I put the green screen back. We have fun animals in this household. We really do. Find the source of the toxins in the river. Must remember I am also playing a game here. Well, generally, if we want to find the source of the toxins, we want to go to the source. Here we go, we want to go upstream. Isn't that pretty? Find something to seal the pipe. Sure.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
That sounds like a great plan. What did I piss off this time? Okay. That is what I made angry this time. I should go back to the character I restarted at some point on stream. So you guys can see more of the actual story stuff earlier back. But do I have to actually kill you for this? I don't know. I haven't played through this in a very long time. But, you know, it's a video game. So you explore and you kill things. And eventually you find what you need. Where? Oh, duh. Of course, what else would you seal a pipe with? Are there any drowned squirrels in those ones? No. Unlike our day, we do not have drowned squirrels in the outside buckets, so that's good. Yeah, who wouldn't find my crying corner? Time to skedaddle. Exactly. Yeah, Raritor, if this... Obviously, this is one of my favorite games, so I think it's good at a lot of things. But one of the things I feel like it's very good at is kind of encouraging you to explore the actual history and lore of the different places you go to. Because the monsters and the stories, and sometimes the NPCs, they're not always perfect compared to the real-world myths. They take some liberties, because this is also their game. But they tend to be really close. There's actually some missions in Egypt that use some Christian stories. You meet, I I think we all in game have agreed that the person you talk to isn't actually Moses. We're pretty sure it's Aaron. But there's mission chains out, and there's also mission chains in Egypt with like ancient Egyptian gods and with a whole bunch of other things. But I always thought that was really neat that they kind of throw in everything for the folklore and the lore of this game. And nothing is ever represented as more true than anything else. The tagline when this game, when the Secret World was released, is everything is true. Oh, we just completed the mini mission. That's fine. We still need to go to the desecrated stump. Like you do. And piss off some gold. There we go. Yeah, good question. There's a couple, like 2 or 3 missions in game where you block up pipes. It's usually filth. You're usually like temporarily trying to block up filth. I'm always like, how much good does that actually do? Like, it's the filth. We are freeing some prisoners. Welcome to some vampires. Now there are also some like NPC vampires you run into that are a little bit more, say, the kind of Anne Rice type of vampires.
Thou shalt not
But
be afraid.
most of them are Soviet super soldier vampires. Because damn it, why not?
Take it.
There's story behind it, there's lore behind it. It's kind of a neat way to do vampires, not gonna lie.
I am not me.
Yeah, there's a waste worker somewhere who's having a very bad day, I agree. One problem with the blade attacks is, you know, hopefully I'm not cutting up the person I'm supposed to be rescuing, because that would be sad.
Thou shalt not be afraid.
Okay, good. You dodged very well. That giant thing is also a Soviet super soldier vampire. And yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably gonna aggro on me in a second. It is not a happy vampire. Probably because I'm shooting at it. Oh, that might have been another world boss I haven't picked up yet. Not like big world boss. They introduced some kind of mini world bosses when they re-released the game. I think you're the one I'm actually supposed to be killing.
Sky.
Because you are desecrating stone, Miss Vampire Lady, and the Forest God is not happy about that.
Mercy. Have mercy.
Okay, go to the grove further east. And yes. Every once in a while I have to stop and ask myself, are mountains going to get in the way, or can I just run there? Look, we are defending a tree. Oops, sorry, you're my friend. You're my friend. You're gonna help me. I don't like killing puppies. I mean, they're rabid wolves. Like, I should not feel bad, but not a fan. Oh yeah, there's werewolves out here too. This is why some people start out Secret World in Kingsmouth and they complain, they're like, well, is it just going to be different zombies the whole game? It's like, well, no. We're in America Horror. I shouldn't say America Horror Stories, but like I said, the first area is very much Lovecraftian and very much Stephen King and very much kind of Night of the Living Dead, but if you go to other areas, there are different enemies. Oh, we get to destroy rotting carcasses. That's always fun. I like that game. Oh, destroy. Oh, but the hungry wolves are sad. Because we're destroying their food. This also doesn't seem very nice. Like, they're just hungry. They're just hungry. There's a different mission, if not more than one, where you set rotting carcasses on fire, so that also happens. Hold my beer, I must chug this shit. Oh, no. No, don't talk about drinking suspicious liquids right now, because I am still scarred for life from the evil 40-year-old preserves we found in the shed today. Like, I'm just picturing somebody opening one of those up and trying to drink it, and it's already giving me nightmares. Can I just run down? Yes, I can. No, there's no fall damage in game. There's an in-game reason for it. I have anima powers. Yeah, that's a thing. There's a mission involving that guy, actually. Well, his ghost. Many ghosts. I think I mentioned that there were also a lot of ghost-type missions in Transylvania. Also Tokyo. Different ghosts. I apologize. I should probably turn down my sprint speed when I stream off, honestly, because I kind of feel like it takes away from the game when I'm just zooming around at 5 million miles an hour. Let's at least turn that down a little bit. So maybe you can, like, enjoy the scenery a little bit. Just a titch. Just a tiny bit. We are destroying corrupted saplings. And the corrupted ones who are mad, because they are also corrupted. It could just be the ooze. Yeah, could be the ooze. Oh wait, I didn't... No. I temporarily forgot I was supposed to be destroying trees, not lawns. Like you do. Are you a corrupted sapling? You're a corrupted sapling. Also, for anybody who was watching, and I will still finish the Obsidian playthrough, but for anybody who was watching that, I'm having flashbacks of other sad, twisted trees right now, so that's cool. Destroyed you. You don't care. You still count? Or are you already destroyed? I think you don't count. Oh, you look corrupted. There we go. Now we have to kill the corrupted warden. You're a corrupted warden. There we go. Honestly, corrupted fawns make me kind of sad, because you can see the regular ones, the normal ones in town. They're perfectly nice. They're perfectly friendly. But they're just not filth corrupted. What do we got? Kirsten again. Excuse me. I might have to give up reading some of the mission reports out loud, just because my voice is still a little titchy post-cold, but I can at least leave them up on screen for a little bit. If anybody wants to read them at their leisure. Yeah, Dalton. Okay, I'm planting the corrupted sapling. Oh god. I'm the bad guy, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, although that's Kirsten at her most Kirsten. Any crisis can be turned into a drinking game. Case in point, the forest god. Every time someone snaps a twig, bottoms up. The empties give us an idea of how things are going out there. Oh. Aw. I wonder if the cutscene I was thinking about with the two of them might be a story cutscene when you get here. That might be why I can't seem to find it now. Oh, that's okay. We met some cool characters. No, don't want to do your things. Oh, I remember Carmen. Carmen's kind of cool. Oh, here we go. We can visit the church out here. That'll be fun. I know I'm kind of bouncing around between missions, but I'm trying to avoid anything that's
Fresh out of miracles today, I'm afraid.
gonna be too much of a pain in the butt to try to, excuse me, run back. Yes. Snap, twig, drink, plain simply drink, spread, filth, drink, yeah. Well, you saw the forest god. That's really pretty much where he's at right now. Which mission do you have? You have Foul Banquet. I think that's the first one. I think you're the first one in this mission chain.
I lose count of how many all-night vigils it has been. What runs dry first, I wonder? Black coffee or faith?
Faith.
The coffee. My church accommodates many miracles, many mysteries. And in a town like this, it needs to. The workings of God are not always obvious, but we learn to see them in all things.
All things?
All. Feet off the pews. Buried in the graveyard, there are both villagers and also the Soviets who worked here in the past. Not a past to be proud of. But sins can be repented, and everyone is entitled to their eternal rest. Then the ghouls came from their pits, digging up the graves, gorging on the dead. I considered how we fast to regain our innocence, and I believe this is a universal truth.
Yes, I starve, but I am as pure as the Carpathian snow.
Perhaps in time it will erode your temperament, huh? I believe to deny their ghouls their foul banquet will calm them and bring peace, at least to this small sanctuary. There are many things put beneath earth that should remain beneath earth. Oh, present company accepted, of course.
Well played, Father. You have fans, after all.
Yeah, there is in fact a happy little church out here with a vampire who's hanging out for his own reasons. The NPCs in this game just... I don't... You know, at least for like the voiced ones, I don't think there's a single NPC in this game that's just kind of boring. And I know I'm fangirling on the game again, but do you talk about... Well, we're not doing your mission yet, but you'll talk about the Red Hand, right? And yourself? Okay.
I have been Hababareshti's priest since last summer. For such a little village, such a modest chapel to a shipwrecked saint, it sheds them like a dog sheds fur. Most choose instead to be sent to monastery.
I'm trying to remember if they talk about why they're both here or not.
My friend, it seems we were both sent here to safeguard a secret. I hope you had more of a choice in the matter. I do penance for sins that I committed, and sins invented for one I cared about greatly. I came because it is good for a man's views to be challenged. The people find a place for God in their lives, but he shares that space with stranger things. If they believe both, does it make them half-truths?
It might just be in the cutscenes, but... Yeah, like, I can even geek out over the side dialogue that they give, because it's just so neat.
Let us speak again soon.
But we were busy doing more missions. We were gonna kill some more ghouls. Because they're just, you know, they're messy, and they're digging up graves, and that's not nice for anyone. Not nice. I think they lined up into some of the Red Hand stuff too. The Red Hand dialogue in that thing, that's sort of like the side Soviet stuff for why they have super soldier vampires that are still kind of hanging out. I almost want to run I Walk Into Empty. This is one of my favorite mission chains in the entire game, but that's a really long mission chain to do the whole thing. And I think it's a lot more fun if you do go through the entire thing. Look for anything unusual in the unearthed graves. And I need to kill at least one more ghoul. Okay. We can do this. Get where the anything interesting is. But those ones we already set on fire. There probably wasn't anything interesting in those ones. Rough. I accidentally shot things from across the entire graveyard. Oops. I should play around some more with elementalism. Actually, I really kind of like how they did chaos in this version of the game. The chaos magic. I'm so used to glaive and rifle. And those are the weapons that I have geared up the best. I don't remember how to find the unusual thing in the graves. Other than just continuing onwards and shooting things. As you do. There we go. Yes, there we go. The Red Hand thing. There we go. Experimental procedures, vampiric subjects, recording 1 out of 4. Enter ghoul territory, because that sounds like a super smart idea, right?
Local bounty detected. Initiating.
Trash ghouls. Ghouls are just not nice. There's some in Egypt too. There's a lot more here. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the one where we need to find all the tapes. Sometimes I remember where all the tapes are fairly quickly, and sometimes I just run in circles for a while. Oh, hello. Yeah, there's also magic ghouls. And you're the dump sheet. You're a big dude. Those challenges that I'm completing, the way Secret World does daily challenges is they're purposefully kind of vague. It's just like 50 monster kills, 3 main missions, 3 side missions, 4 item empowerments. So you can kind of run around wherever you want on the map to complete the daily challenges. Hello, Relaxer. Welcome to the stream. We are killing ghouls and finding old Soviet tapes. Like you do. Okay, that's tape 2. No, that was tape 2. Come on, Grip. Keep walking. Hello, helicopter. I forget if there's a data tape in the helicopter. I do not. I know in TSW you could actually turn off that highlighting around objects if you wanted to make it a little more difficult, if you wanted to make it feel a little bit more like a puzzle game. I usually don't. If I want that much challenge in a game, I will play, well, I already know how to beat Myst, but I will play, you know, something like Myst. This one, the investigation missions in this game are tough enough without taking off the highlights, for me at least. Well, the option used to be there, and I'm sure it probably still is. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, you took it off, Mobs? Okay, thanks for coming in. And thanks for the links you sent the other day, too. Thank you very much, Lee. I'm gonna clear this mission report quick, because it's just a generic one. Find a way to read the tapes. Yeah, I have to run in there first. Or ghouls. Every ghoul. There we go. So yeah, welcome to the Ghoul Hideout. Like you do. Any of those? No, those TVs don't really look like the one Nash and I found today. I had to check. Alright. Find a way to read the tapes. Data tape reader is malfunctioning. Small repairs should make it work. So we need to find some replacement pieces, which shouldn't be hard because the ghouls just kind of have a little bit of everything lying around all over the place. It's probably why I ran up to this before, because I remember that it had a thing. Now the other one. Replacement wiring. Maybe that's what's in the helicopter. That, maybe not. Why am I so convinced there's something important in the helicopter? I'm confusing this with a different mission. There's other downed planes in other areas, so it's possible. Repair the machine. We can do that. Gotta love that background music. Oop. I see ya in chat. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yes, Relaxer. I am definitely not playing best in slot. I definitely don't have the DPS I could have. I took the grenades passive where I don't have to deal with grenades. I should probably play around with them more. I initially did that because I'd been playing TSW for so many years, and obviously back in the original TSW, we didn't have that grenade secondary thing. So I was getting really frustrated, like trying to relearn the game and relearn the mechanics, and also have this extra mechanic to deal with. But yeah, right now I just have my grenades turned off, and I know that's not ideal for the damage I put out, if it helps. I don't mind you mentioning it either. Because I am definitely aware that I should probably actually play with that more. I did the same thing with Spirit Blade. I just take the heals. And I'm kind of a lazy low DPS player on this one. A little data survived is enough to spell out the Red Hand's ugly research into creating super soldiers for military application. I wasn't lying when I said they were Soviet vampire super soldiers. I was telling the truth. No, yeah, Raritor, Scrap Heap Ruler, creates flying spaghetti monster. Can we never be far from Fallout now? My entire life is Fallout now. Ever since I moved in with Nash and we started cleaning up this house, everything is Fallout. Fallout for the Fallout god. Burying your dirty laundry in a cemetery is so rustic. I guess we've just come to take our variety of disposal options for granted. There's no chance we can restore these reel-to-reel tapes. It's a bust as far as historical data theft goes. But that's no big whoop. I mean, all the military scientists who defected to the US then defected to us. Right. Oh. It has to spend skill points quick. Because I has capped. I has almost capped AP too. What was I working on in AP world? I was probably just working on capstones. We'll just grab another capstone. Passive skills. I don't even know what I was working on. I am just at that level where I will unlock all of the things. I will unlock you, we'll unlock you. We have more crit rating, yay. There we go. Oh, you played TSW 5 years? Nice. Oh, fabulous. Yeah, I did, in TSW, I did a little bit of min-maxing, but I never really did all that much. I don't do a lot of dungeons. I'll run dungeons with prep. So, basically, as long as my solo build is something that I can screw around with and not get dead too often, I don't tend to min-max. I love reading about the theory craftings. I actually enjoy knowing how to do better, even if I don't take advantage of it, if that makes any sense. That is excellent on your item power, by the way. I was saying earlier, like, I've got all the weapon unlocks, so I really should play around with more of them instead of just being like, this is what I played in TSW, so this is what I'm playing now.
My, what do we have here? A hero, come to fight the villains. Your pulse is quickening. I taste it.
Please do not lead our visitors into temptation, Hastatian. This is a chapel.
Of course it is, Father. We are men of code and conduct. I would not outstay your welcome, or your gods.
You know that I ask for his mercy on all the living, and the dead.
With a Wampiri army at your door, you might save your prayers. If this is what passes for an army, undisciplined, without honor, dogs yapping for meat, rolling in their own piss and shit to please their mistress. Forgive me, Father.
Be sure I'll add it to your list.
The ones who lead them and wear the uniforms of generals. Traitors to this land, every one of them. Those who would wipe their fangs on the Romanian flag should be careful someone does not smash them out. Even someone like you. You are too weak to destroy a Blood Elder, but you could wound them. To reform a Wampiri body from dust is a long and agonizing process.
So in their next lives they might strive to be without sin.
So in their next lives, they learn to fear the stake.
Okay, relaxer, so like... Okay, you played just... Okay, I get it, you just play very much. I used to. I mean, I probably still play a lot, but I used to play a lot more than I do now, I'll be honest. That whole longer commute to work kind of cuts into a lot of my playtime. What are we doing? Oh, this is this mission. We are hunting down some vampires. And that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, most of the vampires in Transylvania are the Soviet super soldiers, but some of them are a little more what most people would think of when they think vampire. Again, apologies, I'm not reading everything out loud. My voice is still recovering from being sick for a week.
Quick access inventory updated.
I'm also gonna check my mission. Yeah, I gotta run through my agents quick. Because it is double Agent XP weekend, and I don't want to waste my time with that. Because if I can get some of y'all up to level 25, then I can finally start getting your passive bonuses. What I did? Go back. Let me do this in the other order. Oh, okay. Sure. Sure, you can go do that one. 77, already done the special. Now, if I wanted to be smart, a lot of the items I've given my agents, I could be swapping them around right now. Specify them more towards the missions I'm running. But I don't want to take up a lot of time on stream, kind of messing around with that. So I am just sending people out on things. So they can go happily do things while we are doing other things. And I've got 2 agents dead now, so that is clearly an excellent way to go about it. That's okay. We're all having fun here. No, we're not doing the investigative mission right now. We're doing action missions right now. We're infiltrating the siege camp. Yeah, this is a little nicer with my sprint turned down a little more. Yeep. Still a relatively high sprint, but at least you guys aren't having to watch me just fly by everything. It's the most 80s name ever. Oh, your English is fine, Relaxer. You are absolutely fine. Well, you're not the vampires we're looking for. You're the wrong dudes. We're looking for your boss. We need to bring our concerns straight to management, sir. Okay, fine. There we go. There. Relaxer, have you seen the trailer yet for season 2? We have another big friend. Hello, big friend. Aw, somebody's got a pet out here. I have you as a pet. I'm pretty sure I have you as a pet. But we need to kill this people. And I need to remember to use my stick. Because that is part of the mission. If we don't use the stake, we will actually complete the mission. There we go. That would go. Oh, did I make you mad again? I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry. Not the button I wanted to click. That's alright. No mistakes. Only happy little accidents when killing vampires. I'm sure that is a direct quote from Bob Ross. I'm a little loopy. They take some time. I'm hoping this time's gonna be better. Like, they had a lot of very specific issues trying to release Kaiden, so I'm hoping one of, I'm not sure how specific I should be with this, but okay, how about this? I know a few people have been to the press previews, and everything I've heard so far has been really, really positive. So that's exciting. There we go. That helps when I go the right way. Yeah, I think most games, and I'm not trying to make excuses because obviously they did take a very, very long time with all the Kaiden stuff. I think most games, like, depending on how much you play, that's going to make a difference how fast you clear the content. I am super hoping. Oh, come on. There we go. Hit the right buttons, Griff. Hit the right buttons. I'm hoping the story's... I mean, the story's, like, almost always good in this game. But... I is willing to be hopeful. And that is my ramble there. Although I understand why not everybody would be. We'll find out anyway, in not too long. You want to see the alternate universe where Bob Ross hunted vampires? So do I now, Dalton. All of a sudden that sounds very awesome. Okay. I have a mission goal here. Sometimes I forget that. Sometimes when it's 2 in the morning and I spent all day cleaning out the Fallout 4 shed. I know some of you are gonna get tired of me saying it over and over again, but like new people coming in, they don't realize that I've spent all day cleaning out the Fallout 4 shed with old nasty, rusty preserves and random boxes of old ammunition and like 3 different weed whackers, 4 different weed whackers. I lost count. Too many weed whackers. Far too many weed whackers. I'll make you mad too. I'll just kill it quick. That's fine. That's fine. I need more vampire kills for my museum anyway. I need more vampire kills and I need more vampire lore. I was saying in one of my earlier streams, I have more of my Tokyo museum stuff completed than my Transylvania stuff. I've just never gone back to grind out more vampires and shit. But I would like to get my museum finished, at least at a green level for everything, because I had most of it completed in TSW. Do I have a map marker here? Nope. Give image. Is it the 978? It's probably the 978. I like Transylvania, I just never seem to spend a whole lot of time here. There we go. Another friend. Now, it's been a while, but if I remember right, as we're running around killing these vampires, I think once you actually finish them off, yeah, they all fly away as bats. We haven't actually killed them. It's just kind of flying away there. Yeah, I still have world bosses to get out here. I never spend enough time in Transylvania. I think I should be able to get there from there. No, you're fine. You're fine, relaxer. Yeah, I do think we're going to see if the TV still works. We are very much going to see if the I don't know how many decades old TV that his dad built works. I actually cut through there. I haven't mentioned I don't spend enough time in Transylvania. I don't. I might have had to go around the other way from where I came at this. Oh, I know, we were angry. We're angry, but I don't really care. I'm trying to remember if I can actually climb this mountain or not. And you're just not my top priority right now. There, that's a little more helpful. Can I? I just taken chat off the path for something I can't even do from here. It updated. I'm still like running around out over here and the mission's still updated. Oops. Oops. Now I know I can't get up there that way. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fabulous. Yeah, we were running all the Morning Light stuff. We were running like the Morning Light stuff and the Fear Nothing Foundation stuff out in Titan. Trying to pick up more clues of what they might be doing out in Season 2, but I just kind of feel like doofing around tonight, so this is what we got. Watching me rediscover the joys of Transylvania and vampires. looking for your manager. We would like to make a direct complaint to the management. Thank you very much. No, we don't want to talk to your puppies either. Your puppies are great, your puppies are amazing, but we don't want to talk to the puppies. I didn't need to do that, but it feels very satisfying. There we go. You're the one we want to talk to. Hello, friend. Hello, bat. Did that bat just double itself? Alright, don't ask questions. I was gonna say, hey look, it's an ammo box, just like we found in your life today. Oh wow, Dalton. Dalton is saying if it's any consolation while cleaning out their grandparents' house, they learned that they actually have the family katana from the Japanese side. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Nash, and for the record, Nash and I joke a lot about some of the horrific, scary things we find cleaning out, you know, his dad's house and the shed and all that, but some of it is really very much awesome. And I'm glad we still have it. Was I already in the house? Yes, I was already in the house when he found the radio. I wasn't quite here yet. Well, I came out for a visit at one point during kind of the early days of cleaning out. I came out for a week and I helped out with a little bit of the Fallout porch. Yeah, no, the radio, I was here. We also found a really old radio. Just find all of the stuff. It's a Fallout house. Has Nash given Loki his food? I'm not sure. I can check in a little bit. We have more vampires to hunt. Let's make sure I'm not doing something dumb. Okay. I swear, one of the most satisfying things in this game is not having fall damage. Except then sometimes I play other games and I want to jump and then I die. Obviously, usually I remember, but... Oh, is that one of our friends? That's one of our owl friends. That's one of our little owl friends. Hello, owl friend. Hello. Okay. Where am I going? Here we go. Locate the vampires. We have located the vampires. And they're not happy about it. They're like, dude, we're just chilling in here. We're just trying to hang out. Why you go invading our space? And so all the bats flew back here, basically. And they're all weakened now. And we should be able to stake them better now. They've already been weakened. When in doubt, just keep staking them. I think you can't actually go up here and investigate that much. It's just kind of a little one-room area. But hey. We have defeated more vampires. We have done good things. Oh, it's 8 in the morning? Okay, well thanks for coming in. Sure, I can do. I don't usually talk a lot in game, because usually if I'm in game I'm either like actively streaming, or I'm like exhausted because I just got off work. But yeah, thanks for coming in. supposedly a truce. Clearly that's been broken. Yeah, Roberta, usually, if nothing else, Loki is usually really insistent if he's positive he needs to eat. And we both know about what his schedule is. I just find it... I find it kind of awesome that everybody else is picking up on the dog's schedule just because he is so insistent. And because it is such a thing. Let's go out of our way to set him straight, open the theories on this. I still have a little bit of inventory space. Just a little bit. That's not the button I wanted. I am gonna do a thing quick, just so I can get credit for the, Oh, it's already 2:06. We're already on a new day for dailies, aren't we? Oops. No, I still have a little bit of time. Daylight savings. Okay, so I'm gonna get that daily mission really quick just by doing some item empowerments. My really low level stuff that I'm getting from agent stuff right now. That will also clear up some of my inventory though, which is a plus. I do like, I get why they decrease the inventory in this version of the game, and I get that it makes everything run better, and it's a good thing, but I was one of those people in TSW that I had my inventory absolutely maxed out, because I don't get rid of anything. And I've had to kind of work on getting past that now. I'm sure it's very good for me. It doesn't mean I have to like it. I'm a horrible item hoarder in any game I play. I get into so much trouble with Bethesda games. So much stuff. Alright. So that's just that little side mission that I didn't bother finishing. So that's fine. The tunnel, Carmen. You're the church. You're Sophie. I mean, I guess we could do Sophie's investigation mission. I'd have to pull up another screen with my notes because I don't remember all of the steps all that well. Yes, Loki is the kind of dog who will find something to eat, whether he's a lab mix. He's a lab hound mix. His life is food. Food is his life. Every food, always food. Every food, always, forever food. Orochi corpse. I love how in this game, like, the Orochi start off seeming so awesome, and by the time you get to Kaiden, you're used to seeing their dead bodies. Just, that's what the Orochi do. They die. Updated statue. I'm trying to remember. I wonder if it is Sophie's mission that I'm thinking of. Oops, something's trying to kill me. Oop, he respawned. I spent too long staring at the map and he respawned. You know, it might be Sophie's investigative mission that I was actually thinking about earlier as one of the cool ones that I kind of wanted to do. And maybe we will just go back quick and pick that up. See, what time is it? It is 2. Yeah, sometimes he destroys his toys. He is a good boy, but he is a silly boy. We will do some Loki spam in chat. Because he is my good silly boy. The Orochi! It is, like, you start out in Kingsmouth, and they're this kind of military... There's organization that, like, they're semi-military, and they control the media, and they know everything about the secret world, and they seem so, like, powerful and terrifying at first. And just slowly, over the course of the game, you wind up with more and more side missions that are like, oh, you found a dead Orochi. There's a mission here. Oh, This Orochi camp is overrun by filth. Let's run some missions here. Oh, this Orochi camp, everyone's dad. They do neat things in the game with that, though, too, because they kind of bring you through here, you know, through all of that, and by the time you get to Kaiden, most players are feeling like the Orochi is kind of a joke, and then all of a sudden they get more serious in Kaiden, and they also start feeling a little bit more human in Kaiden because of some of the story stuff, which I think is a very neat decision for the writers to make. But there will probably still always be dead Orochi jokes, because that is a thing. You've got some missions. Carmen's cool, but I don't really want to run her missions right now. And we'll backtrack on what I said before, and we'll maybe I'm gonna take a break in a minute and double check that yes, indeed, the Loki has been fed, and get a little bit more water. And then we will we'll run it even though it's an investigation. Excuse me.
Goodbye.
It's still a neat one. And if you really don't want any of the investigation missions spoiled in this game, just ignore me, I guess. It's probably not a good thing for a streamer to say, but yeah, exactly, Dalton. Okay, I am going to camp here quick. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn off the webcam briefly, and I will be right back in a few minutes here. I enjoy the glorious music of the tavern. I totally thought I muted the mic too when I wandered away and I didn't. Oops. We are confirmed. Doggo is fed. Doggo is adorably happy, crashed out on the couch with Nash right now. So he is a very happy puppy. He is being a very good boy. He is clearly still very tired from barking at us while we clean the shed today. I'll get the camera back up in a minute too. I'm just kind of futzing with stuff off screen anyway. Here's that. Because I do still have my old pen and paper notebook from the first time I played through all the TSW missions. But a lot of the time, especially if I'm on stream, it's a lot easier to just go to TSWDB in case I just kind of need a hint to remind myself of how to complete some of the stuff. Mission. Edged. We want death and... yeah, death and axes, yeah. Okay, yeah, Death and Axes is a really cool mission. We'll do that. I know, we ran the cutscene for it earlier in the stream. Oh, Dalton saying, speaking of happy dogs, my sister brought a laser pointer to my grandparents' house yesterday, and their dog woke up patrolling the house for the little red dot she couldn't catch. That's adorable. Ew, come back. Come back, me. Come back. Come back so we can all glory more in the green screen that is totally appearing to cooperate and not being a butthead. Which is exciting. I'm just pulling up, like I was saying, I was pulling up the TSWDB hints page. So you guys don't have to watch me flip through my old pen and paper notebook if I get stuck trying to remember how to finish it. So I don't really... I'm guessing nobody wants to watch the cutscene again. The short version, if you weren't in chat for this, is Sophie was talking about how she feels people's pain. Not the vampires, but people's pain. And she was talking to us about the dead versus the undead and how some of them have things to say to us that we should listen to. That's kind of the condensed version here. I think in that cutscene that was also the one where she was talking about how a lot of her friends and family have died since the vampires and the filth kind of invaded this area. Alright, so this is the registry, and I forget the hint that's actually supposed to lead us there. Oh yeah, there's Blogini here too. I want to go to room number 1. I think I'm already supposed to know that. Insert my evidence. Because I also kind of want to do this the right way. Bugged her. I'm trying to remember the right way to solve this instead of just trying to... I think it is a reference, yeah. Honestly, Raritor. I kind of I want to run this through the right way. Oh, duh. Duh. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack because I just skipped ahead. Because I wasn't thinking.
Salute!
And this is where we're gonna start getting into spoiler territory. So the hint it's actually giving you is just confront the spirit that weighs on Sophie. this is trying to hint you to use a specific mechanic in this game. Yeah, it is. It is only one letter away. And I can do it this way. So we haven't used this a lot in my streams, again, because I tend to not play a lot of the investigative missions. And you know, I try not to die. But when you're in anima form in-game, you're not technically dead. You're just in anima form, but there's a lot of areas where you can see things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see. Sometimes they are mission related or story related, sometimes they are just kind of cool Easter eggs hanging out. Now I don't want to resurrect, because that hint, confront the spirit, was your hint that you needed to go into the spirit. Into the spirit world. And that is what is actually supposed to give you the name you're looking for, not just because you look... Not just because you looked through the registry and went, oh, I recognize that name, that's where I'm supposed to go. And this ghost will be here whether you're running the mission or not, I'm pretty sure. I think everything in-game that you can see in spirit, in anima form, like, it's there whether you're running the mission or not. Just if you're not running that particular mission, it's just suddenly a horrifying thing while you're already dead. But yes, we can resurrect here. Now that we have actually done that the correct way. And we can take a look at that. We can see that the name's here. They were in room 1. There, that makes more sense. I remembered the name and then I was like, I don't remember how I know this. Okay. I like investigation missions. So this is our next hint. This is the note that will give us clues. It is quite obviously not in English. I'm gonna pull up my other screen here. Now I think you could probably translate the entire note if you wanted. Oh, we have incoming. We have an important incoming message from a flying cat. Oh, important incoming message from a flying cat. Oh no. Oh no. What's your message? What do you have to tell us? Oh no. We have an incoming dog too. What are we gonna do? Neither one of you has any idea what's going on. Hello, dog. Hello, Grady. Hello, ragdoll cat. It's just kind of chilling. Just lying there. Loki just gave Nash a kiss off screen, in case anybody was curious. Grady, are you gonna help us solve a mystery? Are you gonna help us solve a mystery? Grady says, no, I just want to lie here. I just want to lie here and be cute. I just want to lie here and be cute forever. Okay, but we're trying to solve a mystery. We're trying to solve a ghost story mystery. It's pretty important. Okay. Loki. I was trying to put the cat down and Loki was trying to cuddle him at the same time. Like, that did not work very well. Yay! Yay, Grady hype! Such Grady hype. Okay. This means I have to join the hype. We need Grady hype. We need Loki hype. Oh, I accidentally did one more Loki than Grady. And I have to fix that because they have to be even. Because we love both of the furry children equally. Yes, we interrupt your game stream to bring you this important floof report. You can only assume it's Romanian. Yeah, I think it is. I was trying to take a look because I'm pretty sure. I mean, the way you're supposed to solve this is literally like typing the whole thing into Google Translate. I was hoping I could bring up what the message says, but the site I'm using doesn't give the full text. So I guess if you want the full text, you will have to either translate it on your own time or go play the game, because we'll be here forever, and it's a pain in the butt to try to Google Translate while I'm on stream. But it does give you the name. It gives you the name that we're looking for to find out more information. Well, it probably gives you the location too. And I mean, just for the record, like, there's information. And I picked the one that's restricted. There's a lot of side information in this computer, as per normal. We're gonna cheat again. No, this isn't where I want to be yet. I'm trying to solve this investigative mission out of order because I'm remembering things that I shouldn't know yet. Okay, we're just gonna... Fine. I am trying to solve things out of order. Find clues on the case loan that they were investigating. Okay, let's try again. Let's try to remember the right way I'm supposed to solve this. Fill in the information you have. I think you can actually just run a search. I think that's my problem. Yeah, in addition to database search, you may also use evidence to pin down criminals. So yeah, I'm just supposed to be typing in the name here. Maybe not here. Maybe in the last one. Root. Give me root. Computer! Computer, cooperate! I will make the computer work. There we go. See, I did it out of order. I remembered that piece of evidence. And I was like, I feel like I should search that, but I'm not supposed to know that yet, so what am I even doing? It really helps to do missions in the order you're supposed to do them. Okay. So, investigation. So, he's a local, no criminal records, no driver's license, previous address, new entry, body was discovered at location 1000-695 on local map, new entry, non-smoker. So, we are supposed to be going to the initial crime scene. Yeah, you may use evidence to pin down criminals. Surprise! It's the new Phoenix Wright game. If I remember right... Yeah, if I remember right, that is actually... What did we say? 1,695? Yeah, that's down in here. That's, I want to say that's where our friend was hanged. Down over there. I think I can get there from the bottom. I might not be able to. Oop. Nope, don't spin. Don't spin! One of the other things they changed with SWL was they changed where a lot of the animal wells are. So some of the missions, I used to know exactly what animal well to work to get to a location, like, as fast as possible. But sometimes the ones I remember don't work anymore because they're not actually in the same location. We will find out. Lover's Creek? No, we can still get here. So, we're at the initial crime scene. And we are supposed to investigate the crime scene. And there should be, yep, there's a shiny over here.
Quick access inventory updated.
We can examine the phone. That is another translation puzzle. And again, this is a modern day MMO, so you are totally legitimately allowed to just type that into Google Translate and see what it spits back. Because if you or your agent does not personally know the language, that's what you would do in the modern day. Even though the phone doesn't look very modern. But it's telling us to continue investigating. We have more translation stuff, including a note to Sophie. I already have this translated over here. I don't. That's alright. Like, that means I can run this, and you can see what's going on, but you won't get the full story unless you actually play through this and get these translated. I'm kind of okay with that. I'll maybe do a more complete one at some point. It sounded like the phone. That's not the button I wanted. Did my phone go off again? No, it didn't. Search for more clues.
Quick access inventory updated.
Oh look, we found more clues. We have cigarettes, we have a bottle, we have a cell phone, we have a note. And I believe... I forget if this is one of the places where you can see something if you run through an animal form, so we're just gonna try to do that quick. Because it shouldn't take that long. Is it? Yeah. If you run through here in animal form... Now, I don't remember if you can actually follow the ghost where you need to go or not. I might be doing some extra resetting here, just because I don't remember things anymore. So I might, like, resurrect here and then have to reset myself again anyway, but... It's so beautifully creepy. Okay, so... we need to follow the clues in the letter. Okay, I was right. So the letter is telling you where the dude was working. So we need to... Where is my warp to the farm? Okay. Briefcase. Marvelous horse. Oh, there's what I wanted. Derp derp. Okay. I don't know how to play this game. I know where things are. I remember to move my windows so I can actually look at chat again. I know I haven't run for very long. I might wrap it up after this mission. Just, I can tell that my voice is starting to go, and I am starting to get a little bit of a headache again. And we will all have more fun if I am coherent when I'm streaming, as opposed to me being kind of still derp face and exhausted. And these guys are terrifying.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
I seriously find the scarecrows terrifying in this game. I've gotten better after playing for a while and killing enough of them, but I really think they're one of the most terrifying enemies in the game. They look, to me, I find them creepy as hell. That was just a werewolf. No worries, just a werewolf. So we're currently investigating the farm because that letter we picked up, had we translated it all the way like you're supposed to do, would have hinted that we need to be here. We are currently looking for Sophie's father and Sophie's mother. And I think this is one of those cases. Let me double check, because I don't want to waste a whole lot of time going back and forth between dead and not dead. No, I was right. You should be able to. If I just remember where they are, we should be fine for now. Oh god, yeah. We can pick up some body parts over here. And when you pick up the body parts, it informs you you've found Sophie's mother. 'Cause that's cheerful. Yeah, you're not a scarecrow, you're a shoot human. Yeah, that's how you find Sophie's mother. You find the mangled body parts, and it's like, oh, you found her mom. We should also be able to find her dad. I don't think I have him marked on the... Like, a lot of these little things I used to have marked on the map in TSW for when I reran missions, but I don't have them marked in SWL now. Oh, yeah. There we go. That super nice woman down by the tavern? Platonic dear god life partner? Yeah. And we have a corpse. And that means we have found her dad. We are once again supposed to look for clues. There is a broken pair of glasses here, but it doesn't actually do anything. I am going to... I'm going to want to mark this later anyway. I am just going to throw one of these there. We'll come back to him. I think... Run back to the... Because I think I usually find the dad first and take care of that. But I thought... Well, I might be wrong, actually. I don't think you can actually collect the pieces. I know, that sounds so terrible. But I think I was temporarily mixing that up with a different mission where you collect, like, pieces of a dead horse and stuff. But I don't want to mark this too quick. So what you wind up doing is a lot like what I've been doing and just kind of running back and forth. Because it's telling you to look for clues. And we're just finding corpse and the body part. Yeah, Sophie, I've got bad news and good news. Bad news is your mom's in pieces. Good news is your dad fared better. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I think this is where we have to go back to our old tried and true method of investigating. Okay, where are we at? We are over here. So, excuse me, voice. We will see what else we can discover. If we are maybe not alive.
Unu change nowhere. Unu change nowhere.
So we've got a clue over here. Which is 159. And I'm gonna go over here. And really, Sophie gave you a lot of the hints you need to solve this in that first cutscene. She specifically says, look out for the dead who walk, but even more so the ones who don't. The ones who don't still have something to tell us. It's hard to read, but I want to say it's VL. So those two have said all they have left to say to us. And our next kind of mission goal is to analyze the clues using the inspector's laptop. So this is like that laptop stuff that I started to do right away, and then I was like, wait, I think I'm doing this out of order. So we'll resurrect here. Because that'll open up the fast travel. Oh god, I just hit the button that I used to have my taco set to. Like in TSW, the button I had my tacos set to. Let me check my agents again quick too. Sure. Who wants to do... You do that mission. I'll see, since I don't spend a lot of time in Transylvania, I'll see if I can get one of these guys to show you one of the most... Yeah. This is one of the reasons they're terrifying, because they do that. You can walk through the fields out here, other than the ones that are walking around stalking. You can see that straw falling down. But this one doesn't want aggro. What about you? It always reminds me of one of the stories in the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark series. I forget the name of the story. But was he actually a scarecrow? And like it ended with him skinning one of the farmers and holding his skin out over the roof to dry? It's been a long time since I read them. I've got the books back there somewhere. With the original illustrations, may I add. I could probably look it up quick, but that might be one of the reasons that I find them so beautifully terrifying. Okay. Actual mission goals. We've got 159, we've got VL, we've also got those clues we collected near the body. So our goal right now is to click on the right stuff, is to go back to that laptop and try to put everything together. We are gonna run over here.
Salute.
Hello. Hey, Sophie. We are gonna run back up to the laptop. So, this time we can search by evidence. And this time I do think we want Bacchus County. And I'm gonna check the notes that aren't really my notes again. Oh, wait. I got ahead of myself. I got ahead of myself again. I am so sorry, guys. Let's investigate the clue we were actually just given first. We've got 2 letters and we've got 3 numbers. You can play around with those combinations a lot of different ways, but we are not going to put you through that. It's a license plate. For a rental car involved in speeding offense in Bistrita. New entry recently rented by Mr. Vavila. I'm not going to be able to pronounce any of that right. Okay, now we can return. Now we can return to the query page. And now I think, are we actually supposed to be doing some more research here? Because I think what you're actually supposed to be doing here is trying to go through. Let's try doing it this way. Okay, so what I just did, and I know I went kind of fast, is I just typed in kind of one of the area clues we got and some of the stuff we found while we were poking around looking for clues. We found a pack of cigarettes, we found the bottle, we found some broken glasses. The brunette, I just kind of remembered that that was something that would help me get to the right answer. But you see at least how you're intended to solve this. I think you can also do it the other way around. When we looked up that license plate, it gives us a list of who all has been it's a rental car. It gives us a list of who's rented the car. I want to say we can go through the names and just search the names to see who matches up. Let's try Avila. Oh, maybe I can't. Okay, maybe I can't do reverse lookup. I thought you could, but maybe not. Well, maybe I was right. Maybe that is all you're supposed to do. You played this from 8 a.m. until now? I don't know what time it is where you're at. It is almost 3 in the morning here, though. So if you've been playing that long, you've been playing a long time, and I hope you have been enjoying, because this is legit one of my favorite games ever. First day you ever picked up the game, so when I am here, nice. I am going to take it that you are also enjoying it then. Very nice. Yeah, I can play. This is one of the games that I think twice now I've used. Twice now? I think it's twice now I have used only Secret World for my 24-hour straight Extra Life marathon. There's been a couple Extra Life marathons where I played more than one game. And then last year was kind of messy because I was, moving to South Carolina, so I had to kind of split up the 24 hours. But yeah, I've played this game for 24 hours straight before. Not happening tonight, but because I am already getting derp. But yeah, we've got some evidence we can search by. It gave us some names, and what we need to do is find the murderer and accuse the murderer, which is literally trying to find the murderer. We've got our list of names. I am getting so tired. See, there's certain villagers that you can focus on, and you can emote accuse at them. Now, if you accuse the wrong one, then you have to go back up to the laptop and investigate more before it will let you continue and try to accuse anybody else. I find this a ridiculously neat mechanic, to be honest. I'm gonna pull up the other notes. What level am I? Oh god, I don't even know. Oh, level 50. My item power is not nearly so high as it could be if I played more often, but I'm alright with it. Considering the fact that I played through the Secret World to endgame Kaiden levels, and then I completely recreated my character in SWL and played through again, like, I'm okay with my item power. Oh, just get an idea of what's in the game? Yeah. I find it an excellent game. I should also mention, when I'm being all, like, offhand and facetious about my level and my item power and stuff, I personally don't do a lot of the group content. I'm pretty happy just running through the story, being able to run missions, and not getting dead too often. There are a lot of people out there that have better gear or, higher item power and stuff, but you don't have to. You don't have to min-max in this game just to enjoy the mission and the stories. Oh, you bought it when it first came out, never played it until now? I can sympathize there, because I bought the original version. I bought the Secret World when it first came out, and then I didn't play it for like a year, I think. I just didn't get around to it. And then I got going with... I think it was the night that I was running with Tiger and Chaos D1. Because I was friends with Tiger, and Chaos was trying to get Tiger to play. So they downloaded the game, and they were running it. And I decided at the last minute, oh, I own the game, so I might as well come in and play. And I fell in love. I absolutely fell in love, and yeah. See, this is how you can tell I'm getting tired. I get even more and more babbly the later at night it gets, and the more I get tired. I should probably... I'm just trying to remember where the guy I'm trying to find is here, so we can at least finish this mission before I just derp off into pointless land. Where is he at? He is... See... He's not upstairs in here, I couldn't think. Oh.
Salut.
No.
Hello.
He is in one of the other houses. Yeah, we're doing one of the investigative missions quick. It's been so long since I played this one. I'm having to try to remember where I'm going. You're not here. No, you're in town somewhere, dude. It's that 50-50 authenticity that I always try to bring to you guys. I've played the game before, and technically I know what I'm doing, but sometimes I forget where specific things are, so it's almost like playing it for the first time. Not really, but almost. You can still have a little bit of pointless running around. You... no. It is not you I'm looking for. It's one of these houses that's got a couple levels. Honestly, like, I'll look up the actual location if it takes too long. I'm just trying to see if I can do it super quick, just checking houses. Because I feel like I should be able to remember which one it is. I might have to check the actual location. Templar, nope. My main is Looney. I always have a Templar and a Dragon alt. But they're like still back in Solomon Island in this game. I think one of them might be in Savage Coast, and the other one's still back in Kingsmouth. I have a lot of friends who are Templars, though. I mean, they're a very neat faction. I click with the Loomies a little better because I love Kirsten Geary, but I hear very good things about Sonic, too. Okay. I am just gonna find the location. I'm not just running in circles for forever. What do I want? I want... Maybe. I can read my map. It might be this house. It might be that one. Each of the factions can play through all of this. Yes, Illuminati confirmed. Each of the factions can play through all of the story content, all of the missions. The only thing is my Lumi characters cannot visit the Templars, their home base, basically. Templars, like, each faction has their own faction headquarters that other factions can't visit. There used to be a little bit of a thing with the different... Well, and... Alright, like I said, I'm getting tired, I'm getting derpy. You get the different mission turn-ins, you get a few different cutscenes. Can't even raid them. Not in SWL. In TSW, there was a little bit more PvP. So you could enter into the... There was never open world PvP, but there were some PvP zones where it was faction versus faction. And there were also some faction-specific missions. In original TSW, you could also only have a cabal with members of the same faction. In SWL right now, they have not yet reintroduced the faction-specific missions. You can cabal with anybody you want, and they haven't reintroduced some of the old PvP stuff yet. So, really, the faction choice is mostly just story. like whatever faction sounds cool to you, whatever one seems fun to play. I think we still have some faction specific clothing. Yep, Cabal is a guild. But yeah, there's not really a rating thing. It's kind of story. And they all have some very cool NPCs and some very cool mission turn-ins, but I had a goal. We had a goal. We were trying to finish the mission. So maybe someday I'll sleep. Maybe. Is it... Oh, it might be this house. There we go. So that's the one I actually wanted to find. And it should... Can I do it that way? No? Oh, I have to do it this way now. He is not happy about being accused of murder. If you're at level, then that battle is a little bit harder. We can examine his notebook. You're not a bother at all. I just feel bad that I'm starting to get tired, so I'm not being very coherent. So this is another whole bunch of stuff that, as you play through this the correct way, and you should, you can type it into Google Translate, you can find out what it's saying, you can find out the rest of the story here. But if I remember right... Yeah, that's what it's hinting you towards. We are gonna pop back down to Lover's Creek here. No, definitely not a bother, and I'm glad you're enjoying the game. Let's go the right direction. There we go. We want to go back up the river. For a while, anyway. Can I jump here? No. I cannot jump there. There we go. I don't know, I'll maybe try to set something up better for this mission sometime. I mentioned before, I hate spoiling the investigative missions, even if they're very cool. But maybe one of these nights I'll just, you know, post a spoiler warning, run through a lot of them, and actually have things set up so I can give you guys, for those who maybe can't play or already know the game, and just like give you the translations as we go instead of just checking the super quick notes for how to complete the mission. And we have found someone. Oh god, I almost just compared that to the squirrel we found today. It is clearly time for me to almost go to bed here. Oh god, my Revenant is fighting the other Revenant. What is even? What is even? And it's another mission that I completed in the other game, but not this one yet. And we've got Kirsten. I'm going to pretend I didn't just watch an episode of CSI, I can't pronounce that. Your primary interest here was getting the barmaid on our side because she's sensitive to the occult and you feel we could use this? I'm going to give you a chance to convince me. Try to understand something. When we negotiate in places all over the world, we make sure to do so from positions of power. However, when stories start to leak about our agents taking on charity cases, it doesn't play in our favor. Ugh. You better at least have gotten free drinks out of this. KG. Hi, Grady. Yeah, generally speaking, the dragon are very kind of mystical, you know, butterfly flaps its wings and then we take over the world. I am so paraphrasing. The Templar tend to believe that what they're doing is right. There's a saying about the Templar, I forget if it's in-game or not, but that the Templar are the faction who would burn an entire city down just to get to one demon. And then the Loomies are Loomies are the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Loomies are the more corporate ones. I think Loomies are the ones that are most aware that what we're doing is not necessarily good, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Hi, Grady. Dragon has some very neat stuff. I've heard the Dragon is hard to get into if you haven't already played the game, because their mission turn-ins are so vague. You know, while you're already just kind of trying to figure out the story and figure out what's going on and figuring out who all these people are, and that makes it a little bit harder when your faction handler is also being all follow the butterflies to the rock and then drink the beer and then I'm sorry, I'm not giving a very good not giving a very good dragon impression, but we have a short ramble on the factions. I'm gonna work back someplace where I will not aggro things. And I think I might... Grady, honey, did you want to say bye to everyone? Ugh! Grady came in yelling just as I was about to say my goodnights. You know what I mean? Okay, good. It made at least a little bit of sense. Grady came in just as I was about to wrap things up, so you guys get another Grady visit. There you go. Your internet fantasy. Ugh. I sound fatigued, yeah. Yeah, my voice is kind of starting to go. I've been fighting a cold for like the last week straight. And I ran a little bit longer than I planned today just because I've been sick, but we'll see. If my voice comes back, we might pick up either some more of this tomorrow or we might do some Breath of the Wild. It kind of depends on my voice. After tomorrow, I have to go back to work. So my streams are gonna start coming just whenever I can, whenever I'm not working and I got a couple hours. But we will try to keep going. It should be good. And what is it? Is it I'm freaking bad? I always have to guess with the screen names. But thank you for coming in. I'm sorry you kind of came in right when I was wrapping up, but I hope you continue enjoying the game. I'm friggin' bad? Yeah. See, I did guess right. Okay. We have seen Kitty. I have said my goodbyes. I will say goodnight, and thank you again everybody who stopped in. Thank you for having our little party to celebrate the green screen and celebrate the doggo emote. You guys have a good night. Thank you. You also rest well when you get there. Bye everyone.